All right, everybody got the water out of their mouths. Everybody all set. You're set and ready to go?
Ready to
Hello,
go.
world.
Hello,
universe.
hello.
Yeah, cock's locked and ready to rock.
Yeah, coming in. We call they call this the cold open in the business.
It's summer.
It's not our business. Yeah, but see, nice segue, Steve. Temperature dropped here. I got a sweatshirt on. It's like, we're used to the 90s, 95. Yeah. It's going to be 90, 97 on Friday, but dropped down to a cool, crisp 78.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Now, you know what I'm going to ask you? What's that in centigrade?
Oh, for the love.
John, get your calculator out.
John, yeah, exactly.
John's really good at this stuff.
I actually got in a car the other day at work to work on, and it had everything in Celsius.
Okay.
I was like, why? Like somebody had it set to Celsius in here. And I'm like, okay, maybe they're foreign that traded in. I don't know.
It's the East Coast. You guys are far more kind of Euro friendly than the West Coast.
Yeah.
What are we doing? 78?
Oh,
yeah,
geez.
78. Yeah.
John's over there looking it up.
Get to it.
What are we doing? 78?
25.5 Celsius.
25.
That's over here. That's a warm day.
Yeah. Right now, that's nice, cool.
You guys, it's exactly. Yeah. You guys, it's sweatshirt weather. Wow.
Yeah. No, I don't need a sweatshirt outside. I couldn't find anything. I couldn't find my shirt. I couldn't find my other shirt. I was like, oh, sweatshirt's hanging right here. Throw it on. Like, all the garb.
But yeah, so the East Coast is definitely more Euro friendly. So I can see how someone there might have centigrade. I mean, most of your place names are English names. You know, Worcester, Manchester, Gloucester.
It's New England, for God's sakes.
Exactly.
Well, we're sitting at a chill 95 right now.
Right now? Yeah.
And let me say, just to answer Steve's question.
Yeah.
What 95 is?
Yeah.
I was going to ask, and then I thought, well, let's not be, not keep John too busy.
35.
35 degrees.
Yeah.
Jeez. So the air conditioning is well and truly on. One would
imagine.
It
is not, actually.
I just turned my AC
I cannot
off
afford to run my AC 24/7 since I'm not working. I discovered last summer. So it comes on at 6 p.m. I run ceiling fans during the day, and
oh wow,
that's it. So,
but then your houses there and across the US are built differently to here. I mean, again, as we said before, these houses here are built to trap heat. They're not meant to, because of how cold winter is. It's not meant to sort of dissipate. Whereas you guys, your houses are built much more sensibly and then built to kind of be able to regulate the heat. So I suppose, your fans during the day make all the difference.
They do. I mean, it's still like 78, 79 degrees inside the house. So.
Yeah, man. That's warm.
It's warm.
Yeah.
But I got quite the electric bill last August after being home for a month and running my AC 24/7, and realized right away that I'm not working and I can't afford to do that.
Well, let me do your calculation in reverse, John. Right now, according to my phone, it's 18 degrees here. All right, so Celsius. Okay, and if I tell you I've got a desk fan on and I've got the window open, and it's only 18, so we're probably talking 60 something.
64.
64. There you go. And
my wife would have a parka and gloves and a scarf.
Yeah.
You see, that's it. Whereas here, that's hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a funny old world, isn't it?
It's all what you're acclimated
and for the
to.
second week in a row, weather talk on the bright side.
I told you every time. I mean, hey, if you want to be number one, you've got to do what number one's doing.
That's
okay.
Right.
The HT guys.
Be wrong about the forecast.
HT guys open their show with weather talk.
Oh, okay.
All right. We'll talk about it on the other side a little bit more, but there's a reason we're gunning for them.
Okay.
Yeah. So we want to be number one, but ironically, John needs to go number two.
Yeah. So
have I ever told the number two story on this show?
Is it clean?
I don't know.
It's clean.
Oh, okay,
it's clean.
Well,
it's funny.
Well, then it wasn't a good number two, to be honest.
Oh yeah, it was. So I was in a hockey league, and they said, "What number do you want?" Typically, I'll get 7, 17, something like that, 12. None of them available, right? So this is years and years ago. So 2. I'm a junior. I'll take 2 for that. Our downstairs bathroom has the washer and dryer in there, and hanging up is my jersey. I go in there, and it's the closet with the washer and dryer, and it's open, and there it is hanging up. And I just go into the bathroom to do some laundry. But Meg and one of her friends, they're in high school, sitting in the kitchen, and one of her friends is standing there. And here I come down, just, hey, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. Walk around, and they think I'm just going into the bathroom. And just because I see it sitting there hanging, I'm like, number 2. Meg's friend looks at her and goes, do you guys announce it?
Yeah.
She's like,
just calling his shot. He's up there like.
Exactly. Just as you're sitting down, you're like, number 2, here we go.
Next on the ice.
I play like number 2, but like that. So now whenever we see that we're out or something and we'll just see a number 2, Meg will be like, number 2. Oh,
I do
God.
hope she didn't get bullied for too long for that.
No, I would have. They're like, oh my God, Dad. And then I realized when she yelled Dad, I was like, oh my God, the jersey.
And like, yeah,
I got running out. I swear I was talking about this. I was like, I'm not the brightest bulb in the tree.
That's awesome. I do like that. Yeah. Oh, but anyway, how are we doing generally, fellas? Are we all good?
Yeah, doing good.
You're doing good. John, you got some news?
Yes.
Yeah. I am.
Keeps it. Yep, I do.
I do. I mean,
moving on.
Oh, you want me to share it? You wanted me to share the news.
Would you like to share some news, John?
Sure. Yeah. I've got. I'm rejoining the workforce. So.
Woo!
Did find myself a job last week, so pretty excited about that. We'll be starting in a couple of weeks, so yay me.
There we go.
Yeah,
couldn't find the sound.
Yeah, that doesn't. I mean, that sounds about as excited as I was to tell my news.
I know.
Hey, man, it's awesome. It's awesome news. It's very cool.
There you go.
There we go. Yep. Or maybe.
It's a little bittersweet. I mean, it's great for me that I'm working. It will unfortunately take me from the show for at least 6 weeks.
6, yeah.
While I do my training, which will be daytimes Monday through Friday. So it will not allow time for this.
It's not army training. Is it?
It is not. And then we'll have to see. We'll see what my schedule looks like after that. And, I will drop in as often as possible. But, yeah. So.
Well, as we've said before on the show.
Take the good and the bad.
Yeah. I mean, that's 6 weeks. Yeah. But after that, wherever you land, wherever you have time, we'll all adjust.
Well, again, we'll see. Steve can't be working at 3 a.m. doing a podcast.
No. I mean, we'll make it. I mean, there's no reason there's got to be a way, a time to fit, defined. It's,
Okay, good. You're right. I cannot do army training, Ben Gould.
No, I can't do army training.
Not anymore. I did it 38 years ago, but
you actually did do it.
I did do it.
That was it.
I was 18. I wasn't 56.
Yeah, so. You did do it. Yep. Cool. Yeah. So 6 weeks from now, or 6 weeks, you'll be gone.
I'll be gone 6 weeks. I start in 4 weeks. So
yeah. I'll be back in time for the 25-hour show.
I'll be on for at least another month, and then I'll be off for 6 weeks or so.
Yeah. Yep.
Summer off.
Awesome. What's that?
The summer off.
Yep. Yeah. There we go. The summer of John.
The dog days of summer, I will be off. We haven't even reached hot yet. So
see that? John gone 6 weeks. DJ with no theater for a while. Steve, get watching.
Yep.
Hey, I don't need any encouragement. The guys will tell you they've seen our shared folder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, honestly, Steve's got enough every week for the whole show.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. Leave me to it, fellas. I'll be.
And I got a memory.
We don't get to all of it. So.
But I'm working on it. I'll find ways. I'll find things. I have the glasses. I have the mobile theater.
You have the mobile theater. So
the mobile theater, the glasses. Yep. Trailer, whatever, the
movie trailer,
the homeless theater, or the movie trail, the movie trailer. Yep. We got it all. So, and I'm working on maybe a possibility of something even better. So we'll see. We will see how things work out. But
we can work around it,
just like our theaters. Everything's always in flux.
Right.
Mm-hmm. It's like go with the flow, because one day you sit down, you push play, and puff a white smoke.
Yeah.
Like,
what? You're a magician?
Or like, do you smell that? Oh, that ain't good.
Yeah, that's after I've had a big meal.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We should have put ventilation in this room.
Lowering the tone before we've even begun the opening.
Yep.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. But no, it's really good news, John. Honestly, because I know you've been working steadily away at trying to get this sorted. So it's awesome that it is.
It's been a grind.
But I also know there is a significant part of you that kind of hoped the day wouldn't come.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I like being
playing
off.
the lottery. It's like we're all looking for that.
I like not working, but I also like eating. And I like to buy movies. And
a lot.
I like to go do things. Yeah. So hey.
You're Italian.
Yeah.
You cook.
I like to cook. Even my cooking is slowed way down because I can't afford to buy all these expensive meats and all this other stuff. So I haven't been cooking as much as I like to. So
jazzing up hamburger helper.
Get back to doing some of that stuff again.
Yeah, it's Heinz spaghetti isn't quite the same, is it?
It is not the same. You know,
ravioli from a tin.
Oh my
Chef
gosh,
Boyardee and ketchup doesn't quite do it.
I'd still eat that if it didn't go through so damn fast.
Yeah,
Back to the previous story. It's like empty can and just take it around and put it to the other side. It's going right there. It's like quick. Just might as well just swish it around your mouth.
That's
and
kind of a number
out.
3, honestly, and I'm not even sure what that is. But
yeah, exactly. Oh, jeez.
Right. Goodness gracious me. Right. All righty. Shall we hit?
Let's get to the show. We got a lot. We got a question this week. We got awards to get to, and maybe a movie or two.
Maybe. So, thank you, everyone in the chat, by the way, for all the congrats. I appreciate it.
Yeah, chat's going crazy.
Yep.
Poor John Mensor. He's like, what did I miss?
Yeah.
Didn't start on my Apple TV. I missed the first part. It's like, all right. You missed so much, John.
Yeah, too much to come back and cover now.
Yeah.
Hey, universe. Hi, everyone.
Exactly. All right. Let's get...
We are Brightside Theater.
Hey, home theater nerds, welcome to the Brightside Home Theater Podcast, the award-winning home theater podcast. It's all about the experiences, the sights,
the sounds,
the award-winning scenes.
Yeah.
Damn it, I'm sorry, the award-winning sounds.
There you go. All right. We're not doing a take 2. Okay. We've had enough 2 talk today.
Number 2.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Let's see. Where were we? Yeah. First and foremost, let's get to patrons, the green room, everything going on there. We're getting a lot of activity. We're getting a lot more activity. Todd and I talked today. We have some ideas meant to run by you guys before the show. We'll talk about it after the show, about doing what we could do with the green room and AV Nirvana. We've met, Todd and I have been talking about this for literally years. Right. We get ideas, especially we'll meet up and we'll be like, we got to do more. And it's like, of course. And then we're both busy and we never get to it. But because of obviously the listeners and stuff, the engagement that we're getting. So we got Kenny, I don't know if he's in the chat today, but he hit us up. He became, and I sent it to you guys, SEK. What's that denomination? Is that Swedish?
Yeah, Swedish krona.
Is it Swedish?
Krona.
Okay. I got, it's whatever. I looked it up that last week, remember? And he bought a not bought a box of, yeah, he did. He bought a box of popcorn or became a patron, sorry, at 105 SEK. So you put that into the translation. It can't be a coincidence, right, guys? You put that into the, translation or whatever you call it, and it comes out to $10.80. 1080 HD. How cool is that?
Only on that day, though, because the next day it's going to be different.
No, today it's more.
Yeah.
Right. So that's what's kind of cool. Every month as a patron,
we get a little bit
more or less.
Yeah, a little bit less.
It's kind of like it's kind of like getting a Bitcoin.
Right.
Yeah. Oh crap! The country bottomed out.
Yeah.
It's like, uh-oh.
We're at 220.
Yeah, but yeah, it came in at 1080, and I was like $10.80. I was like, that's so cool. Like, I don't know if he did that on purpose. If it was, it can't be, because even the 105 seems like he was trying to do that. So, but thank you for that. And he was the one that mentioned it in the chat last week where we could talk and stuff. So he became a patron. He went to the green room, signed up at AV Nirvana. Other people have. John Mensor in the chat, he started another thread. Paul Hertz back in there hitting up some of the old threads. People are talking there. We have talked during the week about being more active in there. So we're going to try to do that and some other stuff. We're going to try to be more active and set some stuff up in Patreon. So just the engagement is fun. And again, it's an effort, especially on our part. It's like, try to get in there, say something. I keep coming up with these ideas, but it's hard to keep them executed. Talking with Todd about AV Nirvana, and we were like, one of the ideas I'll tell you is, do we open up the green room to all of AV Nirvana and say, okay, so like anybody can come in there, but this is the bright side green room, so bring more people, or do we want the exclusivity of the bright side chat? And one of the things we were talking about is like, one of the things that I really like is we don't have to monitor our stuff. We get some trolls here and there, and they usually fall by the wayside because there's so much good, it just gets drowned out, and they don't stick around very long. Well, it's funny, they're approaching 70,000 subscribers at AV Nirvana, and they have the same thing. It's like they don't, and Mikey, one of our listeners, Mikey Schramm, he's one of the monitors over there, and it's like, it's not that bad. And anything that goes on, it's quick, no questions, boom, gone. So it's a good place to be. And if you say something that I don't like, maybe I do a Christmas rant. It's like, I'm not going to kick you out. Just going to mention it. Just going to mention it. DJ. No names. Right, guys?
No names, just lots of F-bombs.
Yeah. It didn't go public. That was only on, what was that, Patreon? Or did I leave it? I think it's in the green room.
It's in the green room.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Dark Side DJ.
Yeah, that might not work. I might get kicked out.
Whoops. Mikey kicked you out.
My own platform.
Yeah.
Monitor fight.
So yeah, there's a little nugget for people to go back and listen to. You can find my that was at Christmas time when I'm in a good mood.
Yeah.
So, and it's hey, that's the nature of the beast, right? If I can be that happy about something, I can get that angry.
Right.
So yeah, we got a lot going on, a lot of ideas. Let's see, Steve at saying, can you post the sign up process in the show notes? I would say right now, just go to AV Nirvana, and you can, I think there's a way to sign up for AV Nirvana, and then just ask if you can be part of the green room, and they give you access. I need to email DJ so I could sign. Yeah, I need to email DJ so I could sign up. I thought you were already in there, Van Gool. But I know people have done it this week. There's been like Todd all of a sudden, he's like, Deej, there's a lot of people requesting the green room, and they weren't going through me. So I'm not familiar. I can find out how you can do that. Just people are just doing it. So that's really cool. Yeah, Rachel, green room. How do I sign up? Yeah, you want to make sure that you get the right green room, because
that's the green door, DJ.
Yeah, hey, I knew one of you would pick up.
As long as you stay in the front of the green door.
Green door, okay. Right? Just John's over there peeking. I've done that. Oh, never.
I just got that.
Been there. Yeah. Light shines on yonder rock.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah. Now since we do have a 1080, HD donation, we really could use that 4K.
Yeah, we need that 2160.
Why are you shorting us? Go to 4K.
That's true. Yeah.
What are you doing?
Or why stop there? Go to 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go to 8K.
I mean,
Let's not sell ourselves short.
And after 8's going to be 16. So I would set us a monthly. That'd be fantastic. So, all right. So that's 3840, Paul. Yep. But we like to honor true 4K here at Brightside Home Theater. So 3840 is the home 4K. Let's try to honor the full 4K when donating, right?
Told.
Beggars can't be choosers. John finally got a job, and we're looking for even more money.
We'll get it, but it'll be in yen. So
right. No, yeah.
That'll be like 37 cents.
Yeah. Well, remember we got that one in the 25-hour show, and it was like thousands.
Yeah.
And it turned out it was on YouTube, and it was like $1.50.
Like rupees or something, wasn't it? Yeah.
Rupees?
Yeah, it was. Rupees, not roofies.
Roofies.
Not like that.
Again,
We
different
got thousands of roofies.
Hey, you've got to get through that 25-hour show
I've
somehow.
been checking my mail. I was like, where are they? I roofie myself. Woo.
Worth a lot more than $1.50 though.
Yeah, exactly. So, but hey, every penny counts, right? It's
Yep.
$40. I'll take it. 4,000 pennies. Ship them. Blind guy knew.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. There's a couple of newbies I think we've got in, so that's cool. Yeah, we'll say hello to them all in a minute.
Yeah. Do you want to say hello and then we'll get to our awards, or do you want to? Yeah, we'll welcome everybody to the award-winning show.
Yeah,
and then we'll get to our multi-award-winning show.
Sell myself short. Right, so hi guys. So we have a new first entrant today.
Ooh.
We have old school kung fu films.
New number one.
Yeah, new number one, not number two. A new number one. Old school.
I'll be right back. I got to do new number two.
Yeah, we keep talking about this. We're all going to need to go. We've done it again. Sorry, I've got to stop that. I've really got to stop.
Stop speaking when I'm drinking.
Yeah, stop speaking when I'm drinking. Yeah, stop thinking when I'm drinking. So old school kung fu films is in and back in. So hey, buddy, Paul Hertz in. Hey, Paul. Mikey's in. Ovs. Dom's in. Bonsoir, Dom. Who bought, by the way, Air America this week, Deej, in 4K, but not seen it yet. So yeah, go on, Dom. Go on. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Steve Batts in the chats. Van Gool's in. Hey, Van Gool, as we know. Right. So someone called Brightside Home Theater put woo. Not quite sure what that's all about, but there we go. That's fine.
Well, you didn't see the one before it.
We're setting up and waiting for John and Steve Woo. Who's Steve Woo?
John's brother. I said John and Steve. Could I be more clear?
No, that is true. True that. Jordan's in as well. Hey, Jordan. Rach is in. Hey, Rach. John Mensor's in. Watched Outlaw Josie Wales last night. First time watch. Come on, John. I only mentioned it weeks ago. But yes, very much enjoyed the 4K disc, though. So fair play to him. Good news. He's got Pale Rider to watch. Yeah, John, a man after your own heart.
Yeah.
There you go. So, hey, John, we've got now I saw PF Productions is in. Hey, PF Productions.
Yep. Yeah, we are.
I saw EH1234 saying hello. I don't know. Am I saying that wrong, guys? Is that 1234?
Yeah.
Am I saying that right? That's not an American thing that I'm missing. No. Okay.
No.
Hi.
Could be their address. I don't know. 123.
Where are you?
1234. I don't
1, 2, 3, 4. Mars 73 is in again. Got his Strato E last week and loving it so far.
Maybe is like Fonzie. Can only go to 4.
There's a Cher Whitting in. So she's in. Hey there, Cher. And nice. We have got also TSG's in. Hey, TSG, local boy. And again, blind guys who said Beth's back. Hey, Beth 525 saying
Beth's
hey,
back. Hey.
Fred 215 saying hello. And looking at the numbers, which is high.
Holy.
Yeah, there are a
What the
number of new
hell
listeners.
happened?
So if you're in for the first time tonight, say hello. We'll be nice-ish.
Will be nice.
So say hi, and and we have got some belters to talk about tonight. A couple of absolute awesome.
Some you have heard before.
Yes, That's true. Yeah, that is true.
To be fair. Yeah, if you didn't see
someone
last week's
mentioned them.
show, welcome this week.
Yeah.
You missed the last 3 weeks. We're going to sum it up for you.
What we said.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And John Durante's in as well. I think John's been in before, but good seeing him saying hello.
Yeah.
So
Good afternoon. Oh, he must be in the other direction. Or in my area, at least.
Yeah,
Yep.
in the
Good
US,
afternoon.
Yeah.
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 All
So
right.
all good. The gang is all
Nice.
here.
I mean,
ready to rock.
yeah. And I mean, the numbers are reflecting it, I guess. It's like we're seeing these numbers here, Twitter and your feed, my feed, and YouTube. And, we put it out. You tweeted it out last night. I couldn't even finish my text to you, and it was already posted on Twitter. I was like, wow, he's quick.
Speed.
John's like, wow, okay. But yeah, so we got let me open up the email over here. I got an email this week. It says, hi, DJ. It's like, I hope you're doing well. My name is Vignette, I guess. I'm the founder of Million Podcasts. I'm excited to share that your podcast, Brightside Home Theater, at least I got it right, has been recognized as one of the top 10 home theater podcasts on the web by our panel. They had a panel. And so I
van.
It what?
A panel van.
Yeah. This list is the most comprehensive ranking of home theater podcasts online, and we're honored to feature yours among the best. We also featured your podcast in the top 100 audiovisual podcasts and top 20 audiophile podcasts. I didn't bother to click that because I didn't want to see us come in at 99.
Yeah.
It's like when they had to go to 100 to include us,
Yeah.
pretty sure we're not like 6.
Right. No, then you're in the top 10.
Oh, right. Yeah. And we're in the top 20 of the audiophile. So that's pretty good. Considering it's not even our genre. But yeah, you click on the link. I go to the link. We're number 3. And coming in at number 1 was our buddies over the HT guys, Ara and Braden. So that was pretty cool. And they even sent us here. It says, we've also created a badge for you to share with your audience. So boom, that's the badge they gave us. Best home theater podcast. Doesn't say 3, just says best. So that's us.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Can I just check? Is Twister at number 5?
Yes. Yes. Yeah. We beat Twister. But if you want to, let me look. Copy the link and put it in the show. So you can
ready?
go and look for yourself. We probably
that down.
got dropped, but what'd you say?
I said, hurry up and copy this down.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, I get it. I mean, we all get it. They're promoting themselves. They asked us to do this, and it's a good little thing. But I decided to Google us for. I hadn't done it in a while. I looked up another one, and well, there you go. Steve clicked Steve hat in the chat saying, "Who's number 2?" It's number 2. We don't want to be number 2. Actually, that's coming up in a second. Click the link, and you'll see. I forget who it is. I think it's the other big one. Let me see. I forget. Do you guys remember who it was?
No, but if you copy that link down, you can go to it.
Yeah.
Go and see.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Let me I'll tell you right now, I'll pull it up. Here. AV Forums podcast, which is big podcast. So
do we know anyone on that?
No, I actually no, that one's like AV Forums podcast. Yeah. Do we know anybody on that one?
No, that's what I was wondering. I don't know. I mean,
I don't think so.
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
So number 1, Aaron Braden. AV Forums, number 2. We're number 3. Kino Praxis podcast is number 4. AV Rant, number 5. Our buddies over there.
Twister.
Yeah, sorry. Crutchfield, the podcast, came in at number 6. That's cool. We beat out Crutchfield. But yeah, you could go on. But it's, I mean, you want to see some other podcasts. If you haven't heard of any of them, try them out. because, it's all home theater stuff. But anyways, I went on to another website that had the rankings, and we were actually number 2 on that one. And every time anybody that had a ranking, we were the top 3 every single time. I know Listen Notes, that's one I use to see like tracking numbers and stuff for things. And if you look at their rankings, you search at the home theater, it's like we come up 3rd. It's basically the same ranking that I thought they used the same one, but apparently they had a panel. So, so good for them. But like I said, I go, hey, it's not really even a competition or anything, because we can all. It's not like the old days of radio or TV where you're competing for listeners. It's like they all listen to the same stuff. I'm just happy we're in the talk. Never mind up there. And I consider us this little podcast, but it is kind of cool that everywhere, in this small pond of home theater, it's like everywhere you go, it's like, oh yeah, there they are. There we are. Look at us. So pretty cool.
We get to call ourselves multi-award winning.
Yeah.
So it's worth it just for that.
Yeah. After winning the Dorky a year ago, we win that one. And then, and then have an award named after us by the hashtag Dork. We got that. And now we're going. It's up and up and up. Yeah, we're going places. It's like.
I changed my Twitter bio within about 30 seconds to multi-award winning.
Multi? Did you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I put this badge on our Twitter on the Brightside Twitter bio, so I threw that up on there. But yeah. So hey, it's not often we talk about ourselves.
Only every week.
Steve Att says AV Forums is UK based. Okay.
Yeah.
Swip. Okay. I wonder if John knows anyone on there. John Thompson, or any of the home cinema choice guys.
Probably.
I know. So Mark Craven and those guys. Ooh, okay. See who they are.
Yeah. It's cool. It's when you get stuff like that, and we get it in every now and then, like, hey, do this, do that. But like, it's more people soliciting. We'd really like to help you out to get to here.
We have a solicitors.
Nothing wrong with solicitors. Yeah.
I get 2 sets of emails that like, they don't aggravate me, but I need to stop getting them. Is people offered me to edit my stuff for $25 an hour. No, thanks. Nope. And the other one I get, we really could use you to DJ their event. I get a ton of those. And I'm like, oh my God. So I got
How many do you turn down?
All of them. I actually got called from Germany last week. Yep. I got called to somebody in Germany. They have it at their event. They had a booth set up for us. They were all set. They really, with what we do on the show, they thought.
Was travel included? Because I'm free.
Nope. Yeah, no.
I would have been there, man.
They thought our show was perfect for their event, and they had a booth reserved for us. And I was like, I actually answered it because it said Germany on the phone. I'm like, what the heck is this? So I figured it was a home theater. Like somebody found my number in Germany. I was like, all right, this ought to be interesting. And it was. So I was like, so what's the event? Pharmaceuticals.
Well, we have talked roofies.
Yeah.
Yeah, just now. I should have gone to the event. They knew the future. I was like, what the? I'm like, no, I think you have us mixed up with, I don't know who.
Yeah, I've talked about my special cookies multiple times.
Yeah, that's when Holland come calling. When the Netherlands call in Amsterdam,
right, yeah.
Then we know they know who we are.
Yeah, Amsterdam has a booth set up for us.
We'll have an Amsterdam good time.
John will meet us there. We'll meet John there, actually.
Yeah.
Well, no, John would have had his cookies, not left his front room, and just think he's met us there.
Yeah.
That's right.
Where are you? Amsterdam.
Flying.
It'd actually be from the floor.
They're back on the menu, boy.
No, we need Brett for that.
I was just going to say he can meet Brett.
Yeah.
Oh, but all right. Are you guys ready to get to this week's question?
Oh, yeah.
Is that good?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Now, to be fair, I've talked to Rob. I talked to Joe Klosnick. This comes from last week's, was it last week's show? Yeah, last week's show or the week before, I think. It was the week before. Joe Klosnick was supposed to guest host on AV Rant. along with Lee Overstreet and Rob. And he couldn't make it because of the time and the way they were scheduling. Trying to schedule 3 people is tough. And it was like, come on, hold my beer, watch my show. So anyway, so Joe couldn't make it, so he sent this question in. And I was like blown, just hearing the question, I was like, oh, we got to talk about this. And I won't give my opinion yet. Joe knows what it is. Obviously, Rob knows what it is. But here's the question. Is it okay to cross-pollinate audio codecs and listen to a Dolby Atmos track in 7.11 upmixed with Neural X? Now, I'm summarizing. Joe asked it because he had a situation. If you want to hear it, go listen to AV Rant. But he had a situation where it actually sounded better because he was using his front wides. The Dolby Atmos mix didn't utilize them. He upmixed it and got use, and he thought it was a better sound. So, is that okay, or is that like you're not? That's not what the director intended.
Yeah. So I understand.
Yeah, I would say for those of us that are not as smart.
So, is it okay to upmix with DTS?
So to force an Atmos track into Neural X,
you're basically running your 7.1
Atmos.
Yep. You're running the 7.1, not the Atmos. You're running the bed layer, the 7.1, right? You're not accessing the Atmos. You're running 7.1 and then upmixing it with Neural X, not Dolby surround. Neural X, DTS, Neural X. You're cross-pollinating. You're using one.
I might miss that. Sorry, DJ. I think I'm being thick. I'm not sure I understand. Help me out, John.
Well, so you're saying that if you have a source that's got a native Dolby Atmos track.
Dolby track, yep.
Dolby track, right? That you would listen to in Atmos on your system.
Yeah.
Is it okay to basically change the code, like listen to it?
You run the competitive codec.
Right.
Oh, I see.
And have it upmixed to Neural X.
Right.
I mean, is it okay?
For purists, right? Because we're always like,
anything's okay. Because, like, are you doing this every single time you have a Dolby Atmos track, or are you just experimenting and trying to see?
Doesn't matter.
Right. So, well, again, it's a difference. Like, I wouldn't do it like as a practice, like every single time. I wouldn't change the mix. But how do you know? Again, any invention is created, or things are discovered by experimenting. So you don't know until you do it, right? So I would do it once, maybe, but I don't think I would do it religiously. But is it okay? I mean, it's your house, it's your system. It's okay to do whatever you want.
Yeah,
it sounds good to you, then do it.
Yeah. Right.
You know, it'd be the same as, I don't know, having 2 Blu-ray set up and watching having 2 players set up, listening to an Atmos track, but watching the Blu-ray video. Like, I don't know why you would want to do it, but if that's what makes you happy, then do it. Right? Like, do whatever you want. It's your system.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, mine is set up to do what I think your guys is as well. I think, if it's a Dolby track, so 5.1, 7.1, it upmixes to Dolby surround automatically. And if it's a DTS HD track, it upmixes to Neural X. And my system just does that,
right. But you can go in and manually change it.
You could force it into one of the others.
And that's what I think that's what they're saying.
Quite. Which, and I mean, like I said, I'm with you, John. You can do it. I'm not sure. I mean, again, I know I come from this with perhaps an unusual perspective, which is I haven't got the time to mess around with that. I want to enjoy the movie. So it's just, whatever we've got, let's upmix it up there and let's just enjoy it. I personally would not mess about with that unless something very unusual had happened. Someone on a review somewhere said, "Oh, this is a completely different experience in Neural X compared to Dolby Surround." But I can't imagine the circumstances in which that would happen. But so you can. I just personally wouldn't.
Right.
So that would be what I would say. Why? What's your opinion, Deej?
So my opinion falls because with picture quality, we get our stuff calibrated, and you tend to stick to that. Right? You don't want to put on vivid mode. You don't want to do stuff like that because you want to see what the director intended. So it's kind of where this question, not kind of, that's where this question is coming from for Joe. Like, is it the same with sound? Because especially with Atmos, or I should say object-based, where a lot of times, especially in the newer releases, when you do an object-based track, you can pinpoint exactly where you want the sound to be in the room, and there's reasons, and the audio, sound engineer, as Paul would tell you, knows what they're doing, where they want it, and why they want it. And that's a piece of art. And are you messing with their piece of art by not using their intended codec? Right. So that's the basis of it.
Not to interrupt you, but I would say, so if you're watching Psycho that is remastered with a Dolby Atmos track, that's not what the director intended.
Well, somebody did when they released it, but yes.
So you know what I mean? So it's like,
right.
How far do you take director's intent, versus just what's better, what's objectively better? And like, if the two don't harmonize, then what do you choose? Director's intent or objectively better? And I'm choosing objectively better every single time.
Right.
So,
But the example of Snow, John, is a good one because, of course, none of this is what Hitchcock intended.
Right.
He never intended to be.
He didn't
4K.
have the option.
Right. Exactly.
Right. I mean, none. As soon as you put that disc in, you're watching not what the director intended.
Right.
But then, so there's another differentiation there, isn't there, between a director who's long since shuffled off this mortal coil, or someone who's alive and well, and can say, look, with all the toys at their disposal, a brand new movie with all the ultimate stuff, and what they intended is going to be different, isn't it? Sorry, Deej, we did both interrupt.
Yeah, that's all right. So basically what it comes down to is, my opinion, right away, before I heard either Lee or Rob answer, I knew, like, in my head, I'm like, nope, I know exactly what I'm going to say. And it's 100% every time. Audio doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you do it with, because in my opinion, the director wanted you to have a great experience with the audio. We go on to IMDb and look up a lot of movies, SDDS, you have Atmos, DTS. It depends on the format what it got. It's like they don't care what you're doing I really don't think in my opinion, I don't think there's a single sound engineer going, don't touch it. Because if you're like what Joe did, he's utilizing more of his speakers to give it that more spread out sound that we're looking for. And just because Atmos doesn't utilize those speakers, he found a way to do it and found a way to upmix to get the most out of his room. And the other thing is, nobody ever asked this question if they want to run their subs a little hot, which isn't what that is literally not what they intended. Because what if you have a higher bass note, like me and Giles were joking about with, Oppenheimer, and he goes, it's too much bass. I was like, are you running them hot? And he's like, yeah. It's like, well, that's a problem. But, so if we mess with stuff like that, or you set a room curve, right, that you don't know what it's really, and sound is so much more subjective. There is nothing objective about sound because you don't hear it the way I hear it. It's a lot easier to measure picture, and you come in and go, boom, that's dead on. That's what it should be. And if you deviate from that, the sunset that they're trying to hit in Apocalypse Now or whatever might not glow the way it's supposed to glow. But if there's an explosion or there's sounds panning around the room and you can utilize more speakers to enhance that experience, there's nothing wrong with that. I don't think any professional would say otherwise. So much so that we all rave that Christopher Nolan mixes solely in 5.1, won't use object-based, and we're like, we will rival that. That will stand up to any, Atmos mix, right? But do any of us listen in 5.1? We all upmix it.
Right.
So it's like, that's not what he intended, and he literally doesn't intend that. He wants the 5.1, right? So if it's in your room and it is your experience, I would say that any of these professionals will be like, have at it. Thank you for spending all the money so you could upmix that stuff, right? Right. They probably even let us put it in vivid mode after that. So, but we got a lot of comments in the chat. So this one's very common. Steve Att saying, he's like, I have forced Atmos into Oral 3D. Yeah. Can be interesting. Van Gool, it's your system and do what you want with it. Rachel, I have no idea what that question means.
Took us a minute too.
We got a few of those. I got another. Here we go. Steve, you wonder how many directors even care about the audio. There's a couple of 5.1 maniacs we know about, but otherwise, exactly. Paul, I admit, Paul Hurt says, I admit I tend to stick to, and that is the common thing to do, because I'm sure Joe Klosnick does too. It's just when you have a mix and you want to utilize something, maybe you're going to do it this way, right? I don't go around and nitpick and stuff like that. But if you do find that it sounds better and you're like, okay, like I use movie setting, not what do they have? Movie, music, and what was the other one? Game. Game's a little more precise. Movie gives you a wider field. There's all stuff we're doing that they don't intend. They don't even know what we're doing. Jordan saying, not the word to Dom. He's saying, not the worst thing I've ever seen. Not even close.
He's talking about a movie. He's talking about a different thing.
Okay. Steve saying there are bad Atmos mixes, and is that what the director intended? So if we enhance that, and then Blind Guy saying the problem is DTS is always hotter in the surrounds and up height speakers. And they do. They run a little hotter. They typically do and run a little more bass. And I think that's the little brother syndrome. That's their way of competing against Atmos, where Atmos to me is just like, it's just so prevalent that they're not competing. Dolby's not competing with anybody. They just do their thing, and that's what it is. Where DTS is trying to make a name for themselves. That's why we always say, like, DTS seems to be the universally like better quality, kind of like Netflix and Apple TV. It's like if it's in DTS X or DTS, we know it's going to be good because they're trying to put out a quality product. Whereas it's not that Dolby isn't, but there's so much that the curve is because there's some crap out there. Because there's just so much, right? And it's just so, and the other thing is, it's like, DTS, it's like, they know that people that are accessing DTS and Atmos and all that, they have the surrounds. They want to hear those. So they bump that up and give you that experience that the customer is looking for. Smart business to me. But audio in your room, have at it. It's like whatever experience. That's what I think. And that's what basically Rob said the same thing. He even went into the picture thing and everything like that. So. But I thought it was interesting because we always talk about, like I said, picture and calibrations. And I still think you should calibrate audio if you can, as best you can, because you want the accurate sound. But once you have that, now tune to taste. So, yep. Let's see.
An important thing I think is also when you're giving an opinion on picture sound that you come clean about how you watched it. So I think I always say, upmixed to Neural X. So no, that's the experience I'm reviewing, not the pure 5.1, 7.1, whatever it is. But yeah, look, it's very subjective. Audio, much more than picture, I would say.
Yes.
So, what I think sounds great, others might be like, well, not quite so much. Or, there are those that are, the bass heads that, if it's not cracking the foundations of their house, they're not happy. Yeah. And that's just, during a comedy. But, it's so there's just how it is. And then others are just find that off-putting. So, yeah, there we go.
It's also room dependent too. There's sound is the room is part of the process. It's part of the, system. So what can your room do? It's like when I first started telling everybody I listen at reference level to everything. I mean, I got no way. You can't do that. It's too loud. It's this, it's that. And it's like, no, you can if you have proper room treatments. And I've had people here that are like, that doesn't sound like reference to me. It sounds, because you can actually talk to each other even during the exciting scene, the loud scenes. So it just depends on how you manage the room too. And so what are you doing in there? What are you doing for your experience and what's going to work best for you? And it really doesn't matter what you do as long as you're getting the experience you want when it comes to sound. So just don't turn it all the way down.
Or listen in mono if you can avoid it.
Oh, unless they intended. Can you upmix mono? You can. Just like all channels driven. Remember that when you first got that? You're like, oh wow, it's come from everywhere. All right.
Okay, come on. Let's do some experiences.
Yeah. So, but yeah, thanks to AV Rant for that question.
Yeah, it's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, because we do kind of just throw out these things. Oh yeah, up next, and we don't kind of then just skate over it now, don't we? So it's good to unpack it a bit.
Yeah. All right. Do you want to? Let's see. Do you guys want to open with this one? I'm gonna drop these two.
Let's see.
You two want to talk about this one here? Oh, here we go.
I think I know which one this is.
Why isn't this working now? Why am I able to? I'm trying to put them together.
Breaking stuff.
Breaking. So, all right, let's go to something else. In the meantime, that can move.
Back to the weather.
Yeah, exactly. Why isn't anything moving? Yeah. So how is the weather there?
Yes. Well, it's dark weather now.
Yeah, our show comes to a screeching halt. All right. You guys both watch this. I'm just going to put one image up instead of going back and forth between the two of you.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, yeah. I haven't even shared that screen yet. So that's the other thing. That's the other issue.
Please hold.
Please
Your
hold.
call is important to us, even if you're calling from Germany.
Oh.
Yeah.
Your call is important.
All these. Actually, we have quite a few people in Germany. I was looking at the thing the other day. All right. We ready for that one?
Sure. Yep.
Can you see it?
Oh, yeah.
We both watched that. I watched it a few weeks ago. Let me find that. Nope, not that. Here we go. All right. Let's go.
Right. John, do you want to introduce it? Or do you want me to?
Sure.
What can I do, buddy?
Doesn't matter.
Go
All
for
right.
it. Go on.
So this
Lay it
would
on.
be Man of Steel, 4K disc, Dolby Atmos. We've talked about it within the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Why?
I talked about 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, 2 weeks in a row.
By myself.
I don't know about. Well, I watched this movie because Steve watched it, but I have a feeling because it's topical, and we all watched a different Superman movie last week. So, Steve sent out a text talking about the first 20 minutes or so of the film, and I was like, well, you know what? Maybe I'll watch it too. And so we both watched it this week. I don't know if we've talked about this movie on this show, DJ, but I've talked about this movie several times. And my opinion of it is well documented. But
yes.
But the movie is the movie. Like, none of us, I think, have not seen this. However we may feel about it. I'm in a bit of a minority because this movie really bothers me. But home theater wise, what a tour de force this movie is. Like, it is.
Yes.
Again, and it's been a while since I'm not even sure that I've watched my 4K disc prior to this week. I've seen this movie obviously many times. But it blew me away how good this disc is. I mean, the visuals, the picture is crystal clear. The audio is unbelievable.
The detail in his suit.
Yeah.
Which when we saw it in theaters, it didn't do it justice. And then you get it at home, you're like, oh my God.
Well, and then I didn't realize that this wasn't a Dolby Vision picture either until I popped it in, and it didn't pop up. But I didn't really miss it. I mean, this looks incredible. So, I mean, again, everybody has seen it, so I don't know how much we need to go into more than that. But I know, Steve, I'm sure you have comments as well.
Yeah. So we're clear. We're not going to be comparing this to Superman because that way danger lies, and we will get cancelled. So watching this does not mean Superman was bad, and we talked in some detail about what we thought of that last week. But I absolutely put this back in because I wanted to re-experience this, and I've been meaning to see it again for ages. And I had the disc when it came out. This is my second watch of the 4K disc, and I know you had talked about it, and I know you'd said about it, but somehow in the back of my mind I had just forgotten all of that. And I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to watch it. And I had forgotten what pure cinema and home cinema this is. Because as you said, John, as you were saying there, whatever else you think of the film, and I happen to really like this film. Doesn't mean I don't like Superman, like that too. I've got some issues with both, but I really like this film. And it is absolute cinema, visually and audibly. And it's not like me in the middle of a movie to stop and text you guys and go, "Holy H, Corbett, what cinema!" And the opening 20 minutes just nearly blew me out the back of the theater. It was just phenomenal. I mean, it is again. I shouldn't really use the same phrase I've used before, but it is just this cacophony of noise, of fury, and of violence, and of sound, and everything else. The opening 20 minutes. Forget everything else, guys. You haven't got time to watch the rest. You should, but if you haven't got time, as long as you've got 20 minutes, hit play, push play demo, and just get ready for fury.
That's what I said a few weeks ago. Remember the first week, I just wanted to, because I knew Superman was coming out, and I had no intention of watching the whole movie. I just wanted to see the scene where he takes off for the first time. And I just remembered how epic that was for sound, everything. In the theater, it was great. I remember getting it at home. It was great. And if you remember right, the first week I said that, I was like, didn't live up to it, the hype. But then a week later, I was like, well, let me go back. And I was like, let me just, I remember the push play demo. I hit that. And I got sucked in. I got Shawshanked. And I was like, that's it. I'm watching the whole thing. So now that scene comes up, and and this is why it's so important a lot of times to watch a movie in one sitting, because everything builds on the next thing. That scene came up and I was like getting chills in my seat. I was like, there it is. It's the same exact scene. I experienced it the same. The sound was the same. The picture was the same. Everything was the same. But now the emotions of the movie built you to that point, and you're like, here it comes. And it was like, It felt louder. It felt more vibrant. Everything about it. And that goes to the movie making part, but the home theater part, that's also giving you the chills. Because if it falls flat, Ragnarok, you're like, But it really is a movie that you just, wow, it gotta push play.
Yeah. Well, the first 20 minutes is a movie in and of itself. I mean, it's like you come into the third act of an earlier movie. You kind of come into the finale of whatever other movie this has been, and it's just bananas. And you then have to keep going, and it does keep going. When the ending of this is, again, I appreciate millions of people are being slaughtered without any kind of thought to their welfare at all. But as a demo, it's just bananas. The swooping of planes, and obviously flying characters and everything else. It is bonkers. And I had forgotten, and again, having seen it and having heard you talk about it, Deidre, I'd still forgotten just how good this is. Had I had time and a few less discs this week, I would have then done Batman v Superman, and then the Justice League, which I will do, because I need more of this violence and fury.
That's what I ended up doing, remember?
Yeah. Well, exactly.
Snyder cut, exactly. I did it all. I was like,
and I can see why, or hear why.
Yeah,
because it's just this is Warner, and again, to give Warner's their shout out, because I'm going to watch another Warner's movie this week that I haven't seen yet, which is a 2025 movie that everyone says sounds and looks amazing, and to give Warner's their props in terms of this disc and their other Snyderverse movies. I mean, they know how to present a modern film on 4K disc and in Atmos. They really do, and it's fantastic. And I defy anybody, no matter what you think of the movie. You might think this is the worst movie ever made, but you can't deny the home theater. That you can't deny, because boy, oh boy, it felt again like I was in an auditorium. Like every centimeter of my room, or inch, depending, we can reach across the divide. Weights and measures.
Every Celsius in your room.
Every Fahrenheit was going crazy. The entire room was just full of noise, but not in a muddy way. Full of noise, you're in this just bubble of fury and violence. As I said, it was so good. It was fantastic. And again, whatever shortcomings of the movie just fixes those. So good. But I said, doesn't mean Superman's not good either.
No.
It's all over social media this week. It's all people are saying. If you like Man of Steel, then Superman's crap, and vice versa. You're just like, no, you
disagree.
can
You can like them both.
Yeah.
They're two different.
They live in different spaces completely.
Yeah.
There's lots of things about this movie that I do like. I just have some big problems with certain parts of it.
Can I ask John just super quick?
Oh, here we go.
Don't get me started.
We haven't talked it. So quickly, what? The death, killing?
The death at the end.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. Fine. All right. Fair enough. Okay. No, I get that.
I don't love the Jonathan Kent character either.
Okay. What the choice that
the choices that he makes all throughout the film. Again, I understand the motivations. I'm not thick. I even understand the end. I understand the corner that the character was painted into and why he did what he did, but would never happen. That's not Superman, and really ruins the film for me. It really does. Like I go along for the ride all the way. Henry Cavill is fantastic. I think he got such a raw deal with this character. He's great as Superman. But the end ruins it every time I watch it. I just can't get past it. So
that was a big part of our chat days.
We talked about this.
Argued hard about it.
I don't know we argued, but we
did. But you could.
But we were very. You
turned me.
Yeah, we were very just not on. I was not on board with that ending. It just wasn't.
It was. Yeah, it was a no.
Is this like season 2 of Kingdom then, John? We stop it 5 minutes before the end. Is that what we?
Yeah. Exactly. You just stop before the end, but it's just a line that has never been crossed with that character.
Right.
Never should have been. It's not Batman.
It took probably a year of us bringing it up before I changed my mind.
I kind of turned you. That's one of the only times ever.
You did. And it's like when you look at it that way, I was like, there was something you said. It was like the way you put it like a year later, you'd be like, no. He always finds a way, and that's the point. And I was like, and that was the point of everything. And it's, So, but that was. But aside from that,
again, its movie has its moments. Believe me, it is cinematic, and it is, I mean, like I said, it's got its moments for sure.
Don talks in the chat about the Hans Zimmer score. I absolutely love that score. I think the score is fantastic in this. I mean, talk about a complete departure from Superman. Obviously, whereas James Gunn leans into the John Williams score, this goes in a completely different direction. But I absolutely love it. Really, and again, that goes to the flying scene as well because it kicks in just as he's doing it for the first time, doesn't it? And it's very very good. Love it. Absolutely love it. I mean, I like Kevin Costner in this. I don't dislike Kevin Costner in anything. Kevin Costner can do whatever.
I just like Kevin Costner.
That's the thing. So I'd like anything that he does.
That he made.
The character.
I get the character.
And Russell Crowe as Jor-El is just awesome in this as well. I love the lines he has in this. Again, we talked last time about they will they'll run behind you, they will stumble, they will fall, but in time they will join you in the sun. I love that line. I just think that line is just it's poetry. Absolutely love it. It was written by Chris Nolan, wasn't it? Not Chris Nolan, Jonathan Nolan, Chris's brother, wasn't it? I think, and David Goyer. Didn't they both have sort of?
I thought Christopher Nolan had a hand in it. He was a executive producer, I think.
Yeah, but I think his brother, is it Jonathan Nolan who wrote it, and David Goyer? I think the two of them, were both involved. And Chris had some input, but I think that's right. I might be wrong, but so good.
Steve in the chat, Steve Brock in the chat. I brought this up too. John, would you like to answer?
I mean, I haven't seen that in a long time, but I never saw him being killed in that movie. At least I never interpreted it that way. Yeah, I mean, he falls a long way.
Yeah.
But I don't know. There's no, I don't. Again, there's no finality of it, at least that I remember. Again, going back to something I haven't seen in 30 years, but I always just kind of remember them falling down the chasm. You don't know how deep it is. I mean,
whereas there's no doubt in Man of Steel. There's no
doubt. Right. I guess it's a maybe an implication that you could interpret different ways, versus like there's no question in Man of Steel that
Yeah.
Yeah. You see the body.
right.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So, but actually, so let's see. Let me pull this.
You seeing these numbers, Deej?
Yes. Yup. I'm trying not to talk about and jinx it.
I mean, am I wrong? Do you guys interpret that
No.
that way from Superman?
Well,
I haven't seen it for a long time either. I've got the.
I remember, he
okay,
loses his
disc, which I haven't
powers. They do the whole reversal. It's red outside, and he's protected inside. And then
Well,
he kind of
John,
pushes him down the cliff. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm asking.
No, I know.
Allow me to assist.
That's why I'm asking. I'm just
Well,
trying to
allow me to retort.
I'm just trying to give you what my recollection is of it. So
Yeah. Well, I could tell you.
Yeah.
So this week, I took in Superman 2, the Richard Donner cut, which is
I don't know if I've ever seen.
Oh, it's
I'm just
pretty.
checking I've got it. I think
Have you seen it, Steve?
the Donner cut. I'm not sure. I'm just checking. I'm sure. I'm sure-ish I've got it.
Sure-ish.
Sure-ish. Superman 2. Yeah, I've got it. I've got Superman 2, the Donner cut. Yeah, I have got it. I haven't seen it, but I have got it
Okay.
in 4K.
Yeah.
When the Donner cut, he clearly breaks his neck and kills him, and John's an idiot.
Who says that?
No, I'm just
No. He crushes his hand, and then he lifts him up, and he throws him down the. Yeah, he lifts him up and throws him against the ice, and he slides down. So you don't know what's at the bottom. You don't know if it killed him. He could have landed a few feet down, and at the very least, he didn't kill him. He didn't save him from drowning or whatever's going on down there, right? We don't know. And I did bring this up with John years ago, and it's how do you want to interpret that? Whereas, like John said about Man of Steel, there's no question. It's just, he cut somebody in half, pretty much. So, but yeah, Superman 2, the Richard Donner cut it's on Kaleidoscape. It's in 4K, no Dolby Vision. It's just HDR, HDR10, but it does have Dolby Atmos, and it is beautiful. The picture, the sound is really, really good. The Atmos I thought was great with the flying scenes and everything, really enhanced that. So much so that I know this is 1980, I believe, was this movie. And I enjoyed the flying scenes in Superman and Superman 2 more than the flying scenes in the recent Superman. I also enjoyed the flying scenes in Man of Steel more than the recent Superman. I just thought there was something about the way the face was. It's not like it takes away from the movie. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying they're all great. But if I had to rank them, it's like the recent one, the way Gunn filmed those, it was a little bit more like, hey, like a little more goofy. Whereas, Christopher Reeves, he just epitomizes Superman. And he had the serious face, like you could see here in the, with the thumbnail, he just has that serious face. But then there are parts of the movie or the parts of the scenes where you look and it's like he waves and flies off and you get the little smile, which is Christopher Reeves. So that was really, it's just, anyways, back to the home theater experience. Again, Atmos, really good. I actually do prefer the Donner cut over the original. The ending is different. I don't want to spoil it if you haven't seen it. It's different than the original. Some might say, oh, that's why they didn't do it that way, because, and once you see it, we can discuss. There's a few other scenes in it, but the ending's different. I think even that scene that we were just talking about in Fortress of Solitude, where they change everything, I think that's been extended a little bit. I hadn't seen Superman 2 in years, so I can't tell you if it's maybe I just didn't remember it or that was part of the Donner cut. But the ending is definitely, you notice, is different. There were a few others, I forget. I watched this a couple weeks ago.
Is there like a dance number at the end? What's the gold blazing saddles?
No, you'll see. It actually, I actually like it better than what they did in the original. I like it better. It makes more sense to me. because they do something in the other one that I'm like, I don't think he has that power. But you'll see.
Oh, there's no hypnosis kiss in the Donner cut.
No, no, yeah.
So yeah.
He doesn't have that power.
Yeah, exactly. What'd you say?
He doesn't have that power.
No. Yeah. I mean, it was cool, but he doesn't have it. It was, we all wish we had that power.
Yeah.
Are we looking at that thumbnail? Are we sure that Superman isn't just giving the Fonzie 2 thumbs up?
Exactly. 2 thumbs up to this. But I did notice in this, again, haven't seen it in a long time, the detail and stuff in Zod and the other cat, I forget the characters' names, but their costumes and stuff, way more detail. The stuff you see there, you're like, oh boy, I don't think we were supposed to see it that way. A lot of good detail in Zod's face when he crushes his hand and the close up on his face, the pain that he's showing, stuff like that. Really, really cool. But it was also fun to revisit after seeing, the latest Superman, and really, I did also watch the Christopher Reeve story on HBO Max, which was really, really good and tearjerker at the end, at the very least. Spoilers, he died.
What
What the deuce?
Yeah.
Starting to see it now.
Yeah. I didn't know his wife did.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
Did what?
Spoilers.
What did his wife do?
It's die.
Oh, right. Oh.
You didn't? Did you know that?
No.
I didn't know that.
don't know.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Yeah. So you kind of figure, it's not really a spoiler. You kind of figure it out because she's not in it, other than like they talk about her.
Right.
In the past tense.
Yeah. No, they don't. It's like, I was like, oh man. So you kind of like, why haven't they talked to her? The only thing I thought is she just moved on and they couldn't find her. And then I was like, nope. Yeah, she moved on. She passed on. But anyways, the Christopher, I think, and every time we talk about these, Superman 2, and we don't, 3 or Quest for Peace or whatever, we don't have to get there. But I think a lot of people nowadays forget how big a deal it was to see a man fly. That was huge back then.
Yeah.
And then seeing this now in 4K, seeing it in our system is probably better sounding and looking than we've ever seen it. And to see Christopher Reeve like this and see him fly and see him take off and see him hold Lois, it's like, it's a little wonky here and there, but most part, it looks amazing. And it's, and it was a big deal back then.
I've got 1, 2, and 3 in 4K, and I haven't watched any of them. I've seen them all many times, but I haven't, not for a while. So I do need to watch my 4K discs of those. Yeah. Such good films.
I've seen one so many times.
Yeah, he absolutely embodies that role. I mean, he's fantastic as Superman. I mean, he's one of the few Supermen actors who I think is just as engaging when he's just stood there. Yeah. As he is when he's flying. There's something about him as an actor. The camera loves him, and I think he's just as interesting, just stood there. Whereas I think the others are much more interesting when they're punching and flying and doing all that stuff.
Well, and I mean, he's the measuring stick, right? Like every Superman is measured against Chris Reeve.
Yeah, not George Reeves, Chris Reeves. Yeah. So no, he's very, very good. Yeah, I'm going to rewatch those, but not for a little while because otherwise it's just going to become the Superman podcast.
Right.
We do 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
But there we go. Very cool.
I'll just put in the chat what happened if anybody doesn't want to know. I don't want to give it up. But
okay.
But yeah,
Jordan, what happened?
Yeah, he said tragic. I just said what. Okay. But yes. Right. So, but yeah, it's definitely, if you don't have it, check it out. If you got it, get it. If you got it, watch it. If you don't have it, get it, in my opinion. Superman, I mean, all of these. But 1 and 2. There we go.
Spoiler alert.
1 and 2 are must own. 3, I don't think anybody in it wants you to have it.
Oh, Richard Pryor is great in that. Oh, come on.
But it's not that kind of movie.
The thing I remember about that is when he goes, whoever's done this is a master criminal. He will disappear. You'll never see him again. And the next thing you hear is the sound of the Ferrari putting it out front. The film is worth it just for that.
Oh, God.
Well, it reminds me of the Marcus Brody scene from the third Indiana
Yeah,
Jones movie.
Yeah, he'll disappear.
Marcus is a master. He'll disappear. And you'll never find him.
Hello. Awesome.
Oh.
Does anybody speak English?
Oh God. Oh man. What was the? I had one of my favorite of that is what was the show? Get Smart. Remember that show?
I remember Get Smart.
Get Smart and Agent whatever his number was, I forget, but he's being held at gunpoint. Or no, he's got somebody at gunpoint, and they're like, "You got no bullets left." He's got, "I got one bullet left." You got no bullets left. He goes, "I got one," and he goes like this. He goes, "Bang! See?" And then the woman that he was holding, she's like, she pulls out her gun and she goes, "You know what I do with irritating people like you?" He goes, "Ignore them and hope they go away." It's just a great exchange, and I was like dying on the couch. So funny. Oh,
that's there's a thing in Spies Like Us as well, isn't there, with Chevy Chase when he's being tortured, and they say to him, "Every time you don't answer a question, I cut off a finger," and he goes, "Mine or yours?"
yeah.
He goes, "Yours." He goes, "Damn."
Yeah. Oh God, that's so good.
I need to get that film on Blu-ray. I love that movie.
All right, let's see. Why isn't this working? Let's
All right,
see. HT show prep. I still can't get this because I want to do this one next. There we go. Now it moved. Oh, boom.
All right, what we doing?
There we go.
Oh, there we go.
Are you ready to go with this?
Oh yeah.
This, I mean, my opinion. This is show title, no?
Oh yeah. For
All
shame,
right.
this is show title about 6 months ago.
6 months ago, Bright Side Home Theater. First to the. I don't know.
First of the seconds.
We have our New Year's
Number
parties
2.
in July. All right, here we go.
All right. Oh,
Take it away. You brought this to the table, and I was like, I have to do it too.
yeah, man. Okay, so this, ladies and gents, boys and girls, is Death of a Unicorn. In 4K UHD and in Dolby Atmos. Now, it is Death of a Unicorn, not Death of a Unicorn. That's just a load of horses with horns going, what did he say? Anyway, Death of a Unicorn. That is one I thought of in advance, guys. You can tell it's rubbish.
Yeah.
Right, so Death of a Unicorn. So this is an A24 release. Talk about a change in tone for the movies they normally do. And I saw this week, and it was a first-time watch at home. I never saw it in theaters, even though this is a creature feature and is theoretically, therefore, right up my alley. I did not see it in theaters, and saw it, as I say, watched it for the first time at home.
Same here.
Yeah,
I
and
got
you
it.
did
Same thing.
yeah.
I got it on Kaleidoscape, and I was like, all right, I heard you talk about it just briefly last week, and I'm like, all right, let me see what this is all about. So yeah, first time watch, didn't really know much about it. I mean, I'd heard Shane talked about it. I heard it was really good, but I'm like, all right, let's see what this is all about.
Yeah.
So
So the movie is absolutely bananas, and the way I'm going to describe it, it'll just sound crazy, but it's brilliant because of that. So we have a father and son, Paul Rudd and
father and daughter.
And Jenna Ortega. Is that right? Yeah.
Father
and daughter. Sorry, did I say father and son? Sorry, father and daughter. Yeah. And they are going to a compound to visit a reclusive family who are in the pharmaceutical business. And it's in, I don't know, is it Seattle way? Is that where it's supposed to be? Washington State? Is that where it's supposed to be?
I wasn't really sure. They
somewhere
picked.
in the woods.
It's in the woods, mountains.
Mm-hmm. They talk about Canada Air at some point, so I don't know whether that's but anyway, so somewhere in the woods, and as they are driving, Paul Rudd, who is father, is distracted and hits something. I mean, the clue's in the title, so I suppose we can spoil that. He hits what turns out to be a unicorn, believe it or not. And they bundle it in the back and they carry on their journey, and it turns out maybe, and again, spoiler in the picture, the unicorn's not dead. And maybe it's not alone. And so then it goes from there. And what we get is a horror comedy. Yeah, well, indeed, yes. These unicorns ain't your childhood unicorns. These are sort of psychopathic killer unicorns. And the film goes from there. And it's a horror comedy, and it's bananas, and it's all kinds of fun, and you will be laughing your head off all the way through it. And every human character in this, perhaps apart from Jenna Ortega, is an absolute a-hole. And it's fun seeing them get their comeuppance when they're very selfish and all the rest of it.
Well, I thought Paul Rudd, you could look at him that way, but his motivation was...
he flip-flops a bit, doesn't he?
Yeah. But you could see, that's what I liked about the movie, and like what they did with each character. It was, that's why this movie's deeper than what you would think. And when you look at each character and then the industry that they're talking about, and you can see stuff like it really was like, by the end of it, I'm like, this is like a roundtable discussion when you're done about a movie that seems like a, horror comedy. It was funny because of the situation. It was situational comedy, but then the horror part was only because of the gore, but it's nothing we haven't seen. It's like I'm watching it. I was thinking this movie is like Alien. It's like Jurassic Park, obviously those two. But I also came up with like the movie. You remember Bradley Cooper's Limitless? That it was like that movie. Yep. Raiders of the Lost Ark, in a way, because of what the Ark of the Covenant means, right? Yeah. And also the movie Signs.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
You take all those movies and turn them and make them rated R with a ton of gore, and it's like, and it's about unicorns.
Yeah,
it's just
crazy.
And this is just the movie part, movie part of it.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah. So it's a lot of fun. I mean, I'm never ever bored. Loads of laughs in this, and you've got you've got Richard Grant in this. You've got Tia Leone. You've got Will Poulter. Who's fantastic in it. It's a really good time, and some kind of character actors. The guy that played Victor Zsasz in Gotham's in it as well, isn't he? Yeah. So there's lots of characters in here, and they're all fun, and again they're all a-hole. Griff. Yeah, Griff.
Griff, give me the
happen.
microphone.
It is good.
Set up my show.
So it's always it. And by the way, I want the house that they're in. God. And that hot tub as well. Oh, right, I want all of that. Anyway, so very, very cool. Now, so the film's great, but nothing compared to the home theater experience. Yeah. It's a bit Man of Steel in that respect. You've got a really enjoyable movie allied to a absolute kick-ass home theater experience. I mean, video-wise, it's really nice. It's digitally shot, looks sharp, colorful, great. So you come for the movie, stay for the video, don't leave for the audio.
Yeah.
Because as I mentioned last week, because I watched this on the Tuesday afternoon last week, and this was the movie I was referring to, which is immediately went into my top HT experience of the year, or very close to it.
Yeah.
Because when things happen in this, and we've got to be a little careful. I mean, we don't want to spoil it because I think a lot of people haven't seen it. When things happen in this, you get some audio in this that rocks the room. And interestingly, some of the things, by the way, Deidre, which I've read since, actually, apparently, the audio from Jurassic Park has been used.
Yep.
So some of the samples from those creatures are being used. I mean, I thought they did, which is what I said to you last week before the show, but turns out they did. They literally did.
I went into IMDb and read some of the trivia stuff after the fact, and it was like, I thought I recognized some of the stuff. One of the things I didn't recognize that I after the fact, I was like, oh my God. And it was, it's not a spoiler, but they use a device, and they literally use the same sound from Alien.
Yeah.
So it's like there are homages in this movie to all of that stuff. And I call them homages because they're not ripping it off. This is a completely different scenario, but you're going to be like, oh yeah, that's the scene from such and such, or that's the audio from such and such, done in a different way, done maybe better even to a degree. Right.
Yeah. So the audio is reference. I think it's certainly at times. I mean, there is some fantastic stuff in this. I don't think you'd pick it out as a demo sequences. I think you'd want someone to sit and watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
But but boy, oh boy, some of this stuff in here will rock your world.
There was a scene going by the picture here, as we know, like we've said earlier, it's not a spoiler to say that these unicorns they're not, pink and pretty and, friendly. Their growl the way they mix the audio where it's quiet and they come up and they growl, it set off my remote.
Yeah,
The bass in their growl, and it was tactile, like you could feel the rumble in their growl, like, and you were like, and my remote shook. I was like, what the? It's that kind of, and it didn't sound loud, right? It wasn't like a boom, and that you feel it. It was just it was decent volume, but it wasn't like you were like, oh my God, that's too loud. It's just because the sound was down low, and they go brr, and just the mix is just done so well, and so it felt so precise that it's like everything about it is. The video, I agree. It's not like you're going to say that's reference, but it was really good because there's a lot of dark scenes, and then there are things that like glow and light up, or the lights, whatever it is, really does quote unquote shine. But yes, the audio in this is absolutely. It's like you said, it's hard to pinpoint and say, all right, here's a demo scene. It's really meant to be watched all the way through. And what's the time on it? Was it 2? Or was it? No.
1 hour 40 something.
48, 148. So it's not that long. Goes pretty good. But you're not bored by any stretch.
No.
You're on the edge of your seat. It is suspenseful at times. You're like, what is going on here? And when you figure it out, when you get to the end, you're like, oh my God. Like I said, I think it's a roundtable discussion, but
I must confess, Steve, for once, I wasn't watching this with a view to subtext. I literally watched this surface level horror comedy only, but I'm looking forward to watching it again. John, you really need to see this when you can. It's bananas.
Yeah,
definitely want to see it. I'm looking now. It's only available to stream on Amazon Prime. You have to rent it. So.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Dom says, glad to know it's a good flick. It had quite a lot of bad reviews. Dom, you're going to love it.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, again, knowing the kind of movies that you like, buddy, you get this. This is one to import if it's not out in France. Get it. You will like it 100%. It's impossible, I think, not to like this movie in its home theater presentation. I can't say about the theatrical one because I didn't see it. But for the home theater, it's a really fun movie. And again, this will be in my top 10 by the end of the year, 100%. I cannot think this will be in there with Wolfman. It'll be in there with probably Dirty Harry, because why not? And one that I saw earlier today as well. It'll be in there as well. But this is going to be there. It won't be number 5. We know what number 5 will be. But all the others, no problem at all. I
have Warfare at number 1 still. That home theater experience.
Yeah,
I still have that at number 1. But actually, oh no, I don't. It's that close. That and Sinners.
Well,
I'm going to have to.
Disc I haven't seen yet.
Yeah, I'm going to have to. And what's funny is I'm going to either try to get a theater before the end of the year, or have to watch them before I lose this one. To rewatch them to make my decision. But yep. Yeah, that just came out last week or this week?
Yesterday here.
Yeah.
There.
Here, there, everywhere.
It was that and Cobra. And I chose Cobra.
All right. And that's the sin.
Yeah. Forget Raiders of the Lost Ark. It's the Last Crusade. You chose poorly.
Yeah. So, all right. Excellent.
Yeah, so good. I mean, everyone needs to see it.
Yep. Absolutely. See it, own it. That's it. All right. What else do we want to do? Do we have something new that we want to do, or do we want to get John up to speed here?
Yeah, something new that's better, right? So,
well, do we want to get this one out of the way, or do we want to go out on a high note?
Well, we did just mention it.
All right, we'll do it quick, and then we'll go out on a high note.
Yeah, go on. Yeah, because there are others in there that I really do want to talk about, including we could do the one from today if you wanted to as well.
Okay. Let's.
Or there's other new ones. Either. Okay. I threatened you. You were warned. This is Cobra, or Stallone Cobra. as it seems to be
The
there.
lone Cobra.
This is Cobra, the 1986 classic movie.
Yeah.
Starring one Sylvester Stallone. Alrighty, so this came out here yesterday, same time as Sinners. And as I say, I bought them both. And last night I was thinking, right, I've heard Sinners is incredible. Everyone tells me the disc is awesome, but that's over 2 hours long, and this is like 82 minutes. And I thought, well, I've got 82 minutes. I don't think I've got enough time for Sinners. And I want to see Sinners in one. I don't want to watch that in bits.
Right.
So I thought this will do then. Let's give it a go. And the funny thing is, I've never liked this film.
Yeah.
I've seen it a couple of times. Most recently, I watched it about 18 months, 2 years ago in the gym while I was doing a workout. I had it on the TV, only a 40-inch TV, but I had it on the TV in the gym while I was working out. And I remember thinking, it's a bit crap. So, being a glutton for punishment, it came out yesterday. It's on 4K disc. I thought, well, it's only £25. So I bought it, and it's an Arrow release. Again, as you can tell from the thing there, animated menu. So rubbish picture. Apologies for that. So it's 4K UHD, and it's in DTS HD 5.1 master audio. I think you can. There is the 2-channel mix on there as well.
Oh,
but
beautiful.
I don't think that's what the director intended. So
Make it even worse.
Yeah. So 5.1 DTS HD up mix
Down
to
mix to mono.
yeah, down mix to Cobra.
Yeah.
All right. So the movie is still crap. I mean, it is crap. It's objectively crap. There's no point
But
in
yeah,
saying
but that's
anything.
what makes it
is.
great.
Well,
It's like when you go so far down, you come back around to great.
Yeah, well, that's just it. Yeah, this is the what is it? What is it from Hollywood Babylon again?
Is it acting?
Yeah, exquisite acting. There you go. Sometimes
Yeah.
it can go all the way around to become exquisite acting. There it is.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it,
John Brockstar is
God,
like,
yes,
it's only an SD on Kaleidoscape, and so he never bought it because he did experiment with that a while ago. And bought an SD version and put it on his screen. He's got like 150 inch screen. He's like,
yeah, that's not a good idea.
No.
So-
Hopefully we'll get the Arrow version on Kaleidoscape because I will get it. I mean,
let me just star this a minute. Oh, Geek Toshi, you bear with me. Bear with me.
yeah.
Well, I'm coming back to that.
We'll come back to that.
Yeah, hell yeah, we will. Alrighty. So Cobra. So no, it is bad. Now I've done some of my research, and by that I mean looked on IMDb, and it would appear this film had a very troubled production. Very troubled. The cinematographer was fighting with Stallone. Stallone brought in George P. Cosmatos to direct it, who didn't direct it. Stallone essentially ghost directed it, and everybody hated everybody else. And when it then came time to release it, the studios thought it was a hot mess, wanted to maximize the number of showings they could get, and so they cut 40 minutes out of it, and apparently lots of gore, lots of guts, and also all the connective tissue to the story. So this is why the story makes absolutely no sense whatsoever, and the villain's so terrible. So this is a gutted movie. It's just a shell of a film. And
the original title was Marion, and that didn't play well.
Yeah, well, quite. Do you know, by the way, why he was called Marion Cobretti?
No.
Do you know why they went for Marion? Because of John Wayne. So his name was Marion, whatever it was, wasn't it? And so that's why he's called Marion
awesome.
Cobretti. Yeah. So there we go.
That's
According
cool.
to IMDb, and that's never wrong.
Never wrong.
So it's a bad film, and I've never liked it. I don't know why I bought it, but I did. And it's still bad. I think you're right, Dejan, as much as I didn't turn it off. I watched the whole thing. I mean, I never thought about leaving the room.
It's a train wreck. You just can't take your eyes off it.
Do you know what it is? Absolutely. It is rubbernecking.
I was just going to say, you're in your theater like that. I can't. I should. All right,
It's like this.
Next scene. Here we go. Okay. You watch the whole thing sitting like that. You're on the edge of your seat to leave.
Yeah, halfway out the door.
Like, this is. Oh, wait. That's just too funny. Nobody should say that. That is acting. Nobody's that way.
Yeah, well, quite. I mean, so it's ludicrously bad. But as I said, I didn't want to leave. Now it does look, for a movie that was shot this way from '86, pretty decent. You're never going to dig this out to demo it to anyone other than to say, look how bad Hollywood can be. You're never gonna demo either the audio or the video of this, but it does look and sound better than the version I saw 18 months or so ago. It looks okay, sounds okay. I think if you are a fan of this, and they are out there somewhere, then by all means, pick it up and give it a go. It's the best it's ever looked or sounded, but it's not a good movie. And so if you're not a fan or you haven't seen it, don't waste your time. There's far better bad movies out there than this. So
it's a nostalgic buy for sure. It's like, like probably John Brock did. I did the same thing. It's like, as soon as you're looking stuff up on Kaleidoscape, once you've pretty much redone your collection, you're like, what don't I have? Oh yeah, Cobra. And you look it up and you're like, I'd love to see that. I'd be like, oh, SD. But it is one of those movies that it from the 80s that when was it even 80 or 90?
86.
86. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It is one of those movies that was, even at the time, even in the 80s, this was outrageous, right? It was like, it was just, but it was, like I said, it was so bad it came back around to great. It's like so much fun.
And as I was saying to you guys earlier before the show, this is one of those films that has a rare review on IMDb, which is one of the reviewers gave it 0.
Yeah.
Literally nothing. No stars, nothing at all. Yeah. I mean, I think it's about 23% on IMDb. So, I mean, everybody hated it. Now, let me just come back to Geek Toshi's thing here. So, and I'm glad you mentioned it, Geek Toshi. So he said, what's worse, 80s flick, Cobra or Jim Carter? Now, I haven't seen Jim Carter for many, many years, but I loved that film when that came out in the 80s. I remember thinking that was so cool. As ridiculous as some guy on a pommel horse, kicking bad guys is, it just was cool back in the day. So if you ask me now, not having seen Jim Carter for a long time, I'm choosing Jim Carter all day long and twice on Sundays. But I appreciate
John Brock
disagrees. Oh yeah, sorry.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, you got it. Yeah.
Yeah, but Steve, when did you see it last? This is what I want to know. Because if you're saying the 80s, it's way better than this. I think both of them, in fairness, both Cobra and Jim Carter have both been on the podcast How Did This Get Made? So I get that.
Cobra's like the one where didn't he marry Brigitte?
Yes.
Yeah.
During that or whatever, that he married her and put her in it or whatever it was. And it's like, I think that marriage lasted as long as the movie.
Yeah. Well, one of the arguments that they had in this is one of the problems that they had during the production. And this is allegedly based on IMDb, that Stallone was having a go at the cinematographer and saying, why are we behind schedule, not schedule? Why are we behind schedule? Why is it taking so long? And apparently the cinematographer said, well, if you can keep your hands off Bridget's ass and if you can stop showing off to your bodyguards, we'd be on schedule.
God.
That's how bad it got. So yeah, but yeah, it's just yeah. It's one of those movies that belongs in the 80s and should never have escaped.
God, I love it.
But
I can't wait. I'm not going to rush out and buy it, but I'll wait for it. If we get the upgrade on Kaleidoscape, I'll grab that.
It's gonna stay in the collection. It's not going up with Midway. Midway still does not have a friend in the attic.
Oh my God.
I know. And yet this is
Midway just wasn't bad enough. It didn't
this is way
come
worse
back
than
around.
Midway.
It's like you got to be so bad that it comes right back around. Midway was like, it's just boom, bad, dead.
I do need to see it again. Like every time I bring it up, I know I do.
Yeah, you do.
Can't find it. I think it's just kind of disappeared into the ether.
I'm not going to buy it again.
I'll ship you another one.
No, you don't.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. What's in this, Mr. Postman? There's Midway. Send it back.
Yeah, I'd prefer a bomb.
Is it ticking?
Oh, exactly.
Yeah. TSG. Sorry, TSG just says, wasn't this Stallone's answer to Beverly Hills Cop? Yes, in as much as Stallone was,
I thought it was a commando.
Yeah. No, Stallone was cast in Beverly Hills Cop as Axel Foley. He was going to be in it. He had been cast, and it all fell apart. So what he then did is he rewrote Beverly Hills Cop as Cobra, and then put in all the violence and everything else. So yes and no, TSG, bit of both. Yeah, I mean, can you imagine Stallone as Axel Foley?
No, that whole Bronson Pinchot scene is completely different.
Yeah. Yeah, well, because I'm a such and such with a badge. Oh no, that's 48 hours, isn't it?
Yeah.
That would have been a very different scene.
Yeah, and I mean, picture the scene when he takes over. Was it the hotel scene? And it doesn't work. None of it.
Well,
It's a completely different movie. It's like, no way. I mean, now you want to talk a quality Stallone comedy, Stop or My Mom Will Shoot. I mean, there you go.
That is a comedy.
Again, come back around.
No, I think that's gone round twice.
It came back around and fell back down again. It's like
that was a 720, not a 360.
Yeah. Kept on going. A lot of momentum there. For
right round.
Number 2.
A big number 2.
Oh, all right.
Right.
What else did you want to do this one? What else did you want to do?
Yeah, we can do. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, great. Right. Excellent.
All right.
Positive stuff.
Oh, I just brought it right up. Look at that. Whoops.
Well, something happened.
Okay. All righty. Now, I'm curious to talk to you guys about this in particular. So this then, ladies and gents, is Sky Captain and the World of Tomorrow. You can't say it normally. You've got to kind of say it like that. Right. So this is the movie I was talking about last week that I think has been largely forgotten. I think this movie came and went, and when it came, it was kind of the future. The idea was, look at this, we can shoot anything in one room with no props, nothing at all, and turn it into a movie. And look how cheap it'll be, and look how good it will be. And I think most people just forgot it came and went because it flopped. It absolutely bombed on release. And the director, by the way, Kerry Conran, disappeared essentially afterwards and hasn't made a movie since. And yet he and his brother were the next big Hollywood thing, and they made this. It bombed. That was the end of that, and he hasn't done anything since. So now, tell me, fellas, we've never talked about this. So, what have you seen it? What do you think of it? Do you like it? What can you tell me about Sky Captain and the World of Tomorrow?
I have seen it. I can't tell you a single thing about it.
Exactly.
What?
Honestly, I don't remember a single bit about it.
I remember Angelina Jolie.
Yeah, I know that I've seen it, but
okay.
Yeah.
Oh man, all right.
I'm not strongly opinionated one way or the other.
Okay, well, I had this on Blu-ray, DVD, and then I had the Blu-ray,
Yes.
which I still got. And this was another one of those movies, like we talked about last week, that became a must-watch on HD DVD and on Blu-ray because it was released on both.
Yep.
And so you had lossy Dolby True HD, or no, Dolby Digital Plus, wasn't it? You had Dolby Digital Plus, and then you had, say, and I had it on both HD DVD and Blu-ray.
Yep.
And I saw this movie a bit like Swordfish. I saw this movie time and time again. One, because I really liked the movie and I liked the aesthetics of it. And two, because it was kind of what was out at the time. And, you just had to watch these movies. So I've seen this film 50, 60 times, maybe more. And I know every frame, every line, every scene change, everything. And I haven't seen it for probably about 10 years. And yet I still know it. So this came out here. It's a Shout Factory release in the US. It's not out over here. So I imported it. This was the Amazon 3 for 2 thing that came out the other day. And I got this Warfare, which is the disc, which I'm thinking of is free. And Peacemaker as well, which I haven't had a chance to watch yet with George Clooney. So I watched this afternoon and I put it on, and it's 185 4K UHD. It's only DTS HD 5.1, but upmixed to Neural X, as I said. So on it went. And again, bear in mind, I know every inch of this movie. I love the film all over again. I absolutely love how this movie is put together. I saw loads of stuff I've never seen before. I've never seen it on a screen this big. I never saw it in theaters. So this is the first time seeing it on a sizable screen in a proper sort of room. And I did not realize all kinds of stuff. There's loads of references to King Kong in this, including that the island they go to is clearly Skull Island. And there's all kinds of stuff in here that I just love. It's great. So video wise, now this is a very stylized movie. I mean, it was shot in a very particular way. Most of it is meant to look like a 1930s serial, like a sort of comic book, very soft focus. So it is almost unique in terms of its look. So you can't compare this to any other film, I don't think, not easily anyway. So the real standout, there are detail levels that I haven't seen before. There are some good details, but it is mainly soft focus. The HDR is what really gives this some heft, because lots of it looks almost black and white. And so that with the HDR and the contrast makes it very three-dimensional, and especially on a sizable screen. So it looked really good. Now the audio is very, very good indeed. Not reference.
Oh.
You don't get room shaking bass that I would quite like. Certainly not like, Death of a Unicorn. You do get very good bass, and it's an incredibly wide soundstage. There are attacks on New York with big walking robots, and you've got, planes zipping around them, P-52s and all that stuff. And so you get all that, and that sounds awesome. And it literally fills the room. You feel like you're in this giant auditorium as you're watching it. So I watched this entire film with a dopey grin on my face, loved every second of it. And this is by far the best I've ever seen or heard this looking. If you like this film, get this version and import it if you have to. It's awesome. I had a great time with it. It's not going to be in my top 10. It's not that good in terms of its HD presentation, but it's very good, and I loved it. And, guys, I'm not going to say to you, rush out and buy it. I don't know if it's on Kaleidoscape DJ in 4K, by the way. Probably might be.
Just HD.
Okay.
It's only in HD with Dolby, just Dolby Digital.
So
not even,
no.
Not
but
Dolby Digital
crops,
HD. Yeah.
And it's a decent price, then pick it up. But fans of the movie will love this presentation of it. I did. Would I have liked a bit more bass? Sure. But I'm happy with what I got. So yeah, absolutely loved it. And well worth picking up. I don't know what they're saying in the chat. Again, I get excited, you see, and I forget to look.
I think Jordan's saying
just silence.
What's that?
There's just a wall of silence in the chat. What's Sky Captain? Everyone has forgotten it.
Yeah, Jordan's saying it had a budget of 70 million, but only made about 57.9 million worldwide. It's been finding a following through over the years. So it was. I do remember the HD DVD and Blu-ray competition. That was one of the few that were on both. That's what we were. And if you, like I was back then, I was like, all right, I got both players, and I wanted to compare the two. Hated Blu-ray. Blu-ray was awful when it first came out. And of course it won. But yeah, it's, I like John, I'm like, I don't really remember a lot of it. I just know I did like the home theater experience even back then. But yeah,
it's just Indiana Jones or Flash Gordon. It's the same sort of thing, but with a mildly different aesthetic. But it's so good, so much fun. I mean, if you can, see it on streaming somewhere, it'd be worth a revisit. Yeah. But I've always loved this film. It's just me to a T.
I was almost going to pick it up, but I'm like, I got enough to watch and running out of time in the theater. So I'm like, maybe not. It's like, but maybe that's what'll kind of be fun if I lose, if I'm out of a theater for a while, watch these things build up, even all the new releases stuff. It's going to be a blast when I finally get my theater back, which will probably be a while, but it'll be like, the good news is DJ got a theater back. The bad news is he can't even do a show because he's in his theater. That's all he's doing. So,
oh man, but I think so. Dom is saying he's got the Sky Captain DVD, but thought it was just okay, so never revisited it. Yeah, it'd be worth it. And then I think Jordan's saying it's out of print on Blu-ray in the UK for years, so you'd have to import it if you haven't seen it. Yeah, I mean, it was a great import as far as I'm concerned, but it might be that I'm the only fan of this movie, so that's fine. Because as I said, I think the director has disowned it. He not because he didn't like the movie, just because he had such a bad experience. He essentially got cancelled, not because he'd done anything wrong, just because he was in movie jail and he's never got out. So it's just like, and so much so, there was some sort of documentary not a documentary, an article. Variety did an article a couple of years back about it, and he refused to even participate in the interview. Just didn't want to even talk about it.
Oh, geez.
He's not done a movie since. So I feel a bit bad for him, really. Because this is visually an absolutely stunning movie, especially for 2004. It's 21 years old. But there we go. There it is.
Well, that's us. We talk about movies that are too old. That's
some might say we're getting too old, but that's okay.
That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah, Van Gaal, that's what we're talking about. This is the Shout Factory 4K. Yeah. This is what I'm referring to. Sorry, I didn't make that clear.
Yeah. All right.
So there we go.
That do it, boys?
Yep.
Yeah, can do.
So,
Yeah.
That will do it. All right. Yeah. Thanks, everybody. That's the show. Thanks for watching, listening, participating in the chat. Thanks to all the patrons. Thanks to AV Rant for the great question that I stole from you. And next week, we'll be back next week. John, I can't believe, John, did you just delete that again?
What?
Oh, God, did it happen again? Yeah, I did take out my ones, yeah.
No, that's all right. I'm not using that anyways. Don't worry about it.
Oh, I was
Don't
going to say,
worry
I
about it.
didn't do anything. I had
Not
my
you.
I'd like to.
Jeez.
No,
the arm of my
I was
chair.
sitting here watching things fly around. I'm like, what did
you know how particular I am. That's how I know what I've done.
Yeah, no, it's my own fault. I gotta grab it and save it before you can do that to me.
I gotta stop.
But yeah, tune into next week when John catches up to 1996. People are on the edge of their seats now.
Yeah.
Well, and 1994, I think, as well, don't we? We got a 1994 next week.
Which one's that?
The one with the Irish and the Boston accents.
Oh, yeah. Yes, definitely.
The listeners will be blown away.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that nobody, I don't think anybody's ever talked about that on the internet.
That's
tune in next week for like the first, that's why everybody, whoops, wrong. There we go. That's why we're the award-winning best home theater podcast, because we talk about stuff that has never even been on the internet yet.
We're number 3 out of 1 million, by the way.
Yep,
So.
million podcasts.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a million home theater podcasts. I don't think there's a million home theater people.
I don't know if it's 1 million podcasts, but
Oh yeah, there's millions. There's it goes up. But the thing is everybody starts a podcast and then 2 weeks later they're like, this is hard.
This is Bob's podcast.
But that goes down
1.
as a podcast. It's got 2 episodes or an episode.
Yeah.
Coming from this podcast, that's all you get.
Yeah.
Not like John and I persevered. We kept recording. I'm nervous. Start again.
Yeah. But look where we are now. Number 3 out of 1 million.
There you go. So, all right. Let's get out of here. Thanks, everybody. We'll be back next week. Check out Green Room. If you don't know what we're talking about, it's in the show notes. Or go to AV Nirvana. Scroll all the way down on forums. Just go to avnirvana.com. All the way down. You click on the forums tab. And there's Brightside Green Room is in there. And if you come in as a Brightside member, you get a special Brightside badge, everything, all that fun stuff. So more to come on all of that, and more to come for the patrons as well. So that'll do it. We're out of here. Until next week, you know what you got to do.
Go push play.
What he said.
It's
Hey, Fred.
This has been a Hey Fred production with theme music by Jeff Bernhardt and Throne Vault Productions.